4 high schools, 7 middle schools, 1 college, and a university, and much more. Now introducing your most comprehensive weekly local sports show in Madison County, the Richmond Register Sports Show. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by Metronet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Here's your host for all things local sports, the Richmond Register sports editor, Nathan Hutchison.
Welcome back to a brand new season of the Richmond Register Sports Show. My name is Nathan Hutchinson. I'm the sports editor of the Richmond Register. Very much appreciate you tuning in today. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to check in with the Madison Central boys golf team. They're over at Gibson Bay, right over there, right now, finishing up the last few holes of the Madison Central Invitational. They've been in the lead most of the day, but we're going to take you out there in just a bit when the round is over. Clay Pendergrass has been in the lead all day, had a great day. He was 5 under at one point, but don't want to jump ahead too much. But it's been a good day out there for the Indians, so we're going to go check in with them in just a few minutes. If you haven't watched the show before, we like to start off with a recap of the week that was in Madison County sports. But before we do that today, I do want to address a couple of things. So most importantly, Randy and I, who's back there hiding behind the camera, have started a new endeavor. If you've watched Madison County Live or any of our social media feeds for the past about 2 years or so, we've been doing kind of a little morning sports update. So kind of flipped the script on that, and now we are doing Madison County Sports Night Live. Every night, between about 9 and 10, depending on what happens that night, but we're going to come to you live from the Richmond Register Sports Office with the most up-to-date sports information from Madison County. We're going to give you everything that happened that day. We're going to recap it for you pretty much live right there on the air, and it'll be replayed, of course, on our social media sites and everything as well, but in an effort to get the information out there a little bit quicker. We live in that's the era we live in now. Everybody wants everything right now, so we're going to have kind of like our little nightly sports center, if you want to call it that. I hope that's not trademarked, but but we'll be coming to you every night, and we'll let you know on Facebook Live on the Richmond Register's Facebook page and the Richmond Register Sports Facebook page, Register Sports. So get that out of the way. And to let you guys know, that's an exciting new thing we're doing. Got lots of cool sponsors and everything, so it seems like people are pretty excited about it. And we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And we're going to do some fun things and kind of goofy and have a good time with it. So check us out every night on Monday through Friday on Facebook Live, Madison County Sports Nightly Live. So, all right. Well, another thing I wanted to address right off the bat was a lot of things have changed since the last time I sat in this chair and did this show. We're not going to rehash all that. If you didn't, you can go to richmondregister.com if you want to and read all those stories. We're not going to get all into that, but we do kind of want to let everybody know that we really are kind of refocusing our efforts, and not only doing the new live show, we are going to try to really put as much emphasis as we can on high school sports. Not 100%, but pretty much as we can. I mean, there's only one of me. I can only do so much, and I think we've all agreed at the Richmond Register, Ricky Pryor, my editor, and everybody, that we need to put the heavy focus on high school sports. And we really have done that for the most part for the 20 years that I've been here, but we're really going to put even more of a focus on that. And some of the other stuff here in the county is going to kind of take a little bit of a back seat. Eastern Kentucky University has a great sports information staff. We're going to rely on them very heavily. We're going to run their stuff, obviously. We will talk about them here. Certainly not saying we're not going to cover EKU sports or Berea College sports or Little League or anything else here in the county, but just putting our main focus on high school sports going forward, and I think that's the best thing. And folks, I say it over and over and over again, and it's the absolute truth, is we have amazing high school athletes in this county, and so we're going to put as much of the focus on them as we can. So that's kind of where we're at moving forward into the fall of 2022. And of course, high school sports are already underway, and by far, without a doubt, the story of the high school sports season so far in Madison County has been the Madison Central girls golf team. I mean, just unbelievable. 8 tournaments, played in 9 tournaments so far this year. They've won 8 of them, finished second in the other. Last week played in 3 tournaments, won all 3 of those tournaments and had individual champions in all 3 of those tournaments. So Monday, they took first place at the Lady Patriot Invitational over at Arlington. Monday was the first place finish at the Madison Central Invitational over here at Gibson Bay. And on Saturday, a first place finish at the Joy of Golf tournament in Lawrenceburg. So we'll start off with Monday over at Arlington. Clara Beth Ramsey and Elizabeth Eberly, the 2 seniors on that team, ended up both shooting 72. There was a 4-way playoff for the championship. And on the second hole of the playoff, it was Elizabeth Eberly with a short birdie putt to claim the championship. Madison Central shoots 295 plus 7. The B team takes second place with a 323, and that's happened quite a few times this year. Lydia Harrell plus 375, Molly Neely plus 476, and Mackenzie Federspiel plus 13. The next day, on Tuesday, they were back at Gibson Bay, and it was an emotional day for the 2 seniors on the team because Elizabeth and Clara Beth basically grew up, there at Gibson Bay, and so this was their last high school tournament at Gibson Bay, and they definitely went out with a memorable performance, and it was Madison Central taking the title, and it was Clara Beth Ramsey with a 4 under 68 to take the individual championship. Elizabeth Eberly 1 under 71 to tie for third. Overall, Central shot a 298 and beat out LCA by 33 strokes. Lydia Harrell a 78, Abby Buchanan an 81, and Molly Neely an 89. And after the tournament, we got a chance to talk to Elizabeth Eberly and Clara Beth Ramsey. We're here at Gibson Bay Golf Course where the Madison Central Lady Indians picked up their 7th tournament victory of the season. We're joined by the 2 seniors, Elizabeth Eberly, Clara Beth Ramsey. You guys' last high school tournament on this course. Clara Beth, you go out and shoot a 4 under and win it. Elizabeth 1 under and finish third. Any emotions coming into this day and when it's the last event here?
I mean, I'm thankful we both had good rounds today to end on a good note here. It definitely was bittersweet though, just coming in on my last hole, realizing it was the last time playing here as a high schooler. So, great times.
Elizabeth, you've basically grown up here.
No one ever really plays good here, so the fact that we both had good rounds here for our last time was special, so.
I liked my tournament too last summer though. I mean, I didn't play awful every tournament, so I did.
Your very last stroke on this course, you chip it in from on 18 there. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in the lead for most of the day. We got kind of tight there, and you came up. You had about, a 10, 15 foot birdie putt there on 18, and you knocked it
that
down.
birdie putt was like a 1-footer actually. Yeah. I switched clubs because I was like, this club's going over because the wind started going really hard, and then I stuck it. Yeah, that was like 1 foot. So it was more like a tap in, but I probably made it look like it was 15 feet or something. Refocused over it.
Let's give you a little more credit then. There. They got you to a 2-shot lead though, and you went to 1, and then the other girl was on the back 9, so you didn't really know what she was doing, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't even paying attention. I usually look at the leaderboard, but today I didn't because I don't know, I just didn't care for some reason. I just really was focused. But then I did look when I got off my 18th hole, and I was like, oh, somebody really close. Because I didn't, of course, be playing kind of stuff today, so I didn't know how tight it was going to be, but I mean, I was glad to see there was a lot of competition coming in, so.
Yeah. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations to Elizabeth and Clara Beth on great performances, and they were at it again on Saturday. The Lady Indians were at the Joy of Golf tournament over in Lawrenceburg, which is held at Wild Turkey Trace, and it was Madison Central shooting a 304 and taking the title by 16 strokes over Owen County. It was Elizabeth Eberly ended up in a playoff again, this time a 3-way playoff. It only lasted 1 hole this time. 30-foot birdie putt gave Elizabeth her second individual tournament title of the season. Molly Neely ended up third with a 75, Lydia Harrell a 77, Clara Beth Ramsey an 80, Abby Buchanan an 83, and playing as an individual, Mackenzie Federspiel shot a 76. Central's B team went over to Somerset on Saturday, and they took first place in the Lady Maroon Invitational, which was played at the Eagle's Nest over in Somerset. So amazing every tournament these young ladies play in. Like I said, won 8 of the 9 tournaments they've played in, and then high school golf, that's just unheard of. That does not happen. So there's still a long way to go. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves looking at regions and state, but obviously they are playing some fantastic golf. Madison Central boys team is playing fantastic golf as well. like I said, we'll give you a recap of what they did the rest of the week, and then before we head out to Gibson Bay here in a minute, and get an update on that. But on Monday, they played in the Battle of Bluegrass up at Persimmon Ridge, and they didn't have Warren Thomas or Mason Hamrick, their number 2 and number 3 players, but they still finished tied for sixth. It was Clay Pendergrass with a plus 274 finished 6th. Seth Barker plus 375 10th. Braden Bond plus 577. Boo Crowley plus 1082. Radney Bales plus 1183. They shot a plus 20 308. And then on Saturday they were back at full strength and had a really good front nine at the Kentucky Invitational Tournament up in Goshen, which was played at Harmony Landing, but kind of fell off a little bit on the backside and ended up finishing 3rd at plus 10 294. Was Clay Pendergrass 1 under 70, tied for 5th. Warren Thomas and Mason Hamrick plus 273, tied for 13th. Radney Bales 78, and Braden Bond with an 80. And of course, like I said, we'll be out there in just a minute to get you updated on what happened out there today. High school soccer season got underway this past week. Lots and lots of action. We're going to take you through it real quickly here. Model boys soccer team opens the season with 2 very impressive wins, 7-1 over Rowan County on Tuesday, and then 10-0 over Bath County on Saturday. In the win over Rowan County, it was Keshav Bondari, 4 goals and an assist, and Shalin Cuddy Poffenberger with 2 goals. It's the first win for new head coach Braden Powell, and after the game we got a chance to talk to the new coach and Keshav Bondari. We're here at Eastern Kentucky University, where the model Patriots have opened the season with a 7-1 win over Rowan County. New head coach Braden Powell, senior Keshav Bondari. Congratulations, guys, and congratulations, coach, on your first win at model.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to get it out of the way. Hopefully, many more to come. So,
you guys didn't dump them with water, Keshav.
We should have. I would have welcomed it, honestly.
Okay, shot 4 goals in the opener there. You got 2 in each half. Obviously, you're a senior. It's your last year. You're looking to step up into a bigger role. But you scored a lot of goals last year. So just kind of what are your expectations coming in?
Looking to improve in each game, and not really looking to score, just what the team gives me. Just do whatever's best for the team. And today, we're just out there scoring goals.
Yeah, you guys jumped out 1-0. They got a breakaway, and it was 1-1 all of a sudden. But you got up to 4-1 at the half, and got a PK early in the second to make it 5-1. Little breathing room there.
Yeah. We got our early goal. That was a big point of emphasis. Obviously, kind of allowed a bit of a sloppy goal, but I thought that we controlled the game pretty good for the most part. And then towards the middle, kind of into the second half, we kind of piled a few in there, and then they came early and fast in the second half, and at that point we kind of put it on cruise control. So it's a good start. We have a lot to work on, but that's obviously how you want to start the season off. So we're happy with it. We're happy.
Anthony Cole had a PK in there as well, and talk about him, Keshav. Is he the fastest guy you've ever played with?
Anthony is hands down the fastest person I've ever seen on the field. That's insane. Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day on the preview.
He's got those afterburners, and when you just think he can't get there, he does, and he's something else.
All right, well, hot day, but a good win, and you got a lot of kids in there too, so that's always good.
Yeah, great day all around. So,
well, congratulations. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
And then on Saturday, the Patriots had 8 different goal scorers as they rolled to that 10-0 win over Bath County. It was Bondari and Tyler Jones with 2 goals each. Hugo Marte with a goal and an assist. And like I said, the Patriots 2-0 be back in action Tuesday at home against Somerset. Madison Southern Eagles had 2 games last week, opened the season on Tuesday with a 4-1 loss at home to Lexington Catholic, and then bounced back on Thursday with a 5-1 win on the road over Somerset. And the season opener against Lex Cath, Avery Davidson had a quick early goal, and the Eagles had a lead against Lexington Catholic, but by the time halftime rolled around, Catholic was up 2-1 and went on to pick up a 4-1 win. In the win over Somerset, it was Avery Davidson with 2 goals, Micah Whitaker, Garrett Wickersham, and Hayden Shekoplowski with goals as well. Eagles will be back in action Tuesday at home against Danville. Just one game on the week for the Berea Community Pirates. They had a game on Tuesday that only got to right about halftime before it was called because of lightning. But they did get one game in on Thursday. It was a 1-0 loss on the road to Danville. It was Grayson Thomason with 6 saves in the net. And Pirates will be back in action Tuesday at home against Trinity Christian. Madison Central, of course, did not lose a regular season game last year, but graduated a lot of the key players from that really, really good team that went 17-1-1 last season. And it's been a bit of a struggle so far this year. 3 losses this week. On Tuesday, it was a 1-0 loss at Tate's Creek. Thursday, it was a 5-3 loss at home to GRC. And on Saturday, a 5-4 loss at home to Covington Catholic. The Tate's Creek game was 1-0. They got to halftime, and then a bunch of lightning rolled into Lexington, so the game was called after that, but it was official, so it goes down as a 1-0 loss. And the loss to GRC, Tyler Smith with 2 goals and an assist, and also Luke McCoy had a goal. And the loss to Covington Catholic, it was Tyler Smith again with 2 goals and an assist, and Sam Hughes with a goal and an assist. Moving on to high school girls soccer, the Model Patriots are undefeated after the first week of play. On Monday, a 2-0 win at home over Garrett County, and then on Wednesday, a 2-2 tie on the road against Powell County. In the win over Garrett County, it was Maya Bondari with 2 goals, and Kaya Marks and Lily Mead had the assists. And after the game, we got a chance to talk to Coach Mike Austin and Maya Bondari. We're here at Eastern Kentucky University, where the Model Lab Lady Patriots have opened their season with a 2-0 win over Garrett County. I'm Maya Bondari, Coach Mike Austin, and Coach, we talked the other day about wondering where offense was going to come from. You graduated your 3 top goal scorers from last year. You needed some kids to step up, and that's exactly what this young lady did right here.
Yeah, she did. So yeah, we knew that that's what we needed to work on. We have girls that have the ability to shoot and finish. They just haven't had to. They've been the assist makers. Maya, double figures in assists last year. But yeah, she's Maya, Kaya, Tatum, two or three other girls who look good in training. And so to see that finally come out in the game was good. It took a while. We hammered them for about 3/4 of the game, and then they started coming. So,
what did you say the shot differential was, like 57-3?
Yeah, 57-3. So yeah, we controlled the game. So I'm just glad the results showed that ultimately.
Yeah, we were just talking with Coach the other day, and you only had 1 goal last year, and so you have 2 today. You already have surpassed your goal total from last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year I had players that I could pass to. This year I had to step up, and I have other players that have been working really hard at practice, and we're going to have a good season this year.
Yeah, it was 0-0 for a long time there, and Kaya tracked down a ball in the corner.
Yeah, everyone thought it was out, but it was on the line, and she dug it and got it, and I was there to finish it.
Yeah, talk about the free kick there. It was pretty far out.
Yeah, it was. We were, me and my teammate were wondering who should take it, and then Ed yelled, "Maya, take it!" So.
Unfortunately, he was right. They were like, Ed's right.
No, he told me, "Go tell your dad."
Well, like we talked about in the preseason, though, you got a very strong defense back, good goaltender back there in Claire, and if you get some offense, you guys are going to be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I think so. I think the girls have the ability. It's just learning what to do. They're learning new positions. This is a good step in the right direction. Progress from our preseason game. Much better tonight in the attack, so we want to keep pushing and developing there. We'll be fine. We'll be competitive with whoever we play.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then on Wednesday, when the Lady Patriots traveled up to Powell County, it was Tatum Nelson and Maya Bondari with the goals. They'll be back in action Monday at home against Bryan Station. Madison Central Lady Indians did not open the season until Saturday. They were the last local Madison County team to get underway. They had to wait a few extra days because there was a JV tournament going on at Madison Central, but they were definitely ready to roll when they finally got out on the pitch. Saturday night, a 9-0 win at Bellevue over Estill County. Natalie Connect, 3 goals. Maddie Eads, 2 goals. It was Callie Lloyd, Presley Lockmuller, Peyton Artery, and Madeline Hendricks with goals as well. Only 1 game last week, but a busy week coming up for the Lady Indians. 3 games, starting off with a home matchup with Russell on Monday night. 2 games last week for the Madison Southern Lady Eagles. On Tuesday, a 4-3 loss to Sayre up in Lexington, and they bounced back on Thursday with a 1-0 victory at home over Somerset. In a loss to Sayre, it was Taya Darst and Sydney Hawker, who both freshmen, who had goals, and Mallory Dewerson also found the net. And it was Claire Kress in the net with 30 saves. And on Thursday, it was Mallory Robinson scoring a goal with 2:15 left that broke open a scoreless game and gave the Lady Eagles their first victory of the season. Ashley Pizzula with the assist on that, and it was Claire Kress with 16 saves in the net. Lady Eagles back in action on Tuesday against crosstown rival Berea Community. Speaking of Berea Community, they had 3 games last week. Did pick up 1 win. Tuesday, a 7-0 loss on the road to East Jessamine. Friday, a 4-0 loss at home to Estill County. And then Saturday morning, a 5-3 win over Bath County at home. In the win over Bath County, it was Maddie King with 2 goals and an assist, Katie Eastlet with 2 goals, and Diane Weidman with a goal. And like we just said, they'll be back in action Tuesday against Madison Southern. High school volleyball starts up Tuesday. If you pick up a copy of Saturday's edition of the Richmond Register, you will find a full high school 44th District High School volleyball preview. All 4 teams That's the only place you're going to find in-depth full-length previews of all 4 of our Madison County teams. It's right there in the Richmond Register. So go check it out at richmondregister.com or across all of our social media sites as well. And of course, high school football starts this Friday. All 3 teams in action. Berea Community travels to Harlan. LCA comes to Central for the Roy Kidd Bowl, and Southwestern is at Madison Southern. And we'll have our football preview section will be out in the Thursday paper, and of course we'll have previews of all of those individual games in the Thursday paper as well. But to give you a little teaser, we got a chance to talk to some of the coaches and players this week. So we're going to start off with Madison Southern. Went down there on Saturday for their media night. They were taking their team pictures, and they're pretty nice new all orange uniforms. But got a chance to talk to new coach Mark Payne and Brett Ursuline about the upcoming matchup with Southwestern. We're here at Madison Southern High School, where the Eagles are getting ready for their season opener this Friday night against Southwestern. The new coach Mark Payne, Brett Ursuline. And Coach, your first game as a head coach is against the team that you were a defensive coordinator for last year, so very familiar opponent for you.
Yes, definitely familiar with Coach Foley and everything he does down there. With that said, though, he's still got a really good program. Return a ton of seniors this year, and it's kind of a group that he had high expectations for ever since he got there. So it's going to be a tough challenge, but the way these guys have been working, I feel like we're up for it. So we're excited to really get started Monday for all of our game planning and get that installed and come out Friday night and put all the chips on the table and get after it.
Brett, obviously this team you guys are pretty familiar with. You played them quite often here recently. You know they're a power running team. They're just going to line it up and smack you in the mouth.
Yeah,
or try to.
Yeah, I'm excited to play them at home this year. We played them at Southwestern last year, but it should be a good game at home here. So.
Yeah, Brett, you've moved from tight end to I guess offensive and defensive line at times. So what's that transition been like for you?
I like it a lot more on the line. It's it's easier because you don't have to learn the pass plays as well. At tight end you have to learn both pass and running, but it's more fun. And I think I should have been on the line all along anyway. So.
All right, Coach, you guys will be going into this with a new quarterback, but not entirely new. Ethan played a little bit last year. You guys, just talking to you a minute ago, you like what you've seen from him in the preseason, and you're pretty confident with him going into the opener.
Yeah, absolutely. He's our guy. He's shown that he wants to step up and lead the team. He wants that pressure of the big moment, and that's what you want out of your quarterback, is the guy that wants that kind of pressure on him. So we're very confident in Ethan's ability.
All right, well, good luck. We'll see you Friday. All right, we also got a chance to talk to new starting quarterback Ethan Woods and running back / linebacker Stephen Whitehead about how things have changed from last year at Madison Southern. We're back here at Madison Southern High School. Quarterback Ethan Woods, running back / linebacker Stephen Whitehead. And you guys, everything's new around here this year. New coach, new turf, new lights, new starting quarterback. Ethan, kind of tell us about the atmosphere around the program right now.
It's going really good. We have speed, we have agility, we have good catchers, and some seniors, some young guys coming up. So it'll be a good year.
Yeah, it seems like they have coaches a lot of faith in you. I mean, obviously you the starter last year transferred out, but they have 100% faith in you and ready for you to step in there and show what you can do.
Yeah. It's doing really good. I like taking that leadership role because it's just like everybody's looking up to you, all the young guys saying what you can do and watching you and taking after you.
Yeah. Well, Stephen, obviously you racked up a lot of yards last year on the ground. They want you to play about half and half this year, I guess, with the linebacker and running back, and so they're going to kind of rotate you in and out. Do you have a preference, offense, defense? You like doing both?
I've always been a defensive guy. I just like hitting people, to be honest. I like the glory you get from offense and everything, but nothing compares to just hitting people as hard as you can.
Well, the way you run, you lay some hits on people when you run the ball, though. You run over some people.
To you. Usually on defense, they'll run away from you. On offense, you can hit them twice as hard because they're running at you too. So
that's that.
I like that.
All right. I'll ask you the same question. Just about the new, everything new around here, the new culture and everything. Just from last year to this year, kind of what's the difference?
We got a lot of new coaches, new offense, new defense. I don't know. The atmosphere is a lot more different too. It's more of a job the last couple of years and kind of been more like serious stuff. But this year, it's a good balance. Like football, like high school football is about having fun and being winning. And we're getting better every day, and we're also having fun out here too. And it's just a lot. I like the way it's going. This year's it's been pretty fun.
All right, we'll open the season at home Friday night against Southwestern. We'll see you guys there. Appreciate all those fine folks down there taking the time to speak to us. And also, someone who took the time to speak to us was Berea community coach Frank Parks Jr. He came up to the Richmond Register office on Sunday afternoon. We did a little interview and kind of just getting ready for the season as well. But here's what he had to say about the Pirates matchup with Harlan coming up on Friday night, which is a team they beat last year in the season opener. We are here with Berea community football coach Frank Parks Jr., and we're getting ready for the big season opener this weekend. This Friday coming up. They're taking a trip down to Harlan to take on the Green Dragons. Thanks, Coach. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's a team you're very familiar with. Obviously, you played them last year in the season opener, picked up a 28-9 win at home. You guys played them in a 7-on-7 earlier this year over at EKU, and so you got some film on them the other day as well. But team you're pretty familiar with.
Yes, we have a little familiarity with them. We played them last year in a tough fought game. At halftime, it's pretty much one-score game. This year, they have a little switch at quarterback, a little bit more of a dual threat, still big up front. So, we're going to have a handful going up there and competing with them this weekend.
Yeah, that was obviously a little bit different look for you guys this year, and they don't have Cunningham back at running back, but Jamel Cruz is going to slide in back there. He had 3 touchdowns against Harlan last year. You got a fifth-year senior quarterback back in Jason Coburn, so you guys feel pretty good about where you are right now with skill positions.
Yeah, our skill position, we're pretty athletic, pretty skillful as a group. Talking about the wide receivers, you have Isaiah Dorsey, talked about Jamel Cruz being able to play in the slot and running back. Cam Thompson has been playing some tight end, and you have Billy Strife and a couple other guys who do a great job out there. But like we talked about, Coburn is going to have to be a leader and make sure we're in a situation to be able to move the ball and have some success. And we'll put Cruz in some different spots to give some different opportunities to touch the ball.
Okay, well, you guys coming off a pretty successful season, but you are a little thin up front with some injuries. Talk about your offensive defensive line.
Well, offensive line, we're replacing a few guys that was very good. Connor Gilbert, Gage Biggs, who plays some guard and center at times. So, we're looking to fill those roles with some young guys and some new guys, but it's a work in progress, and we just continue to improve each day. And hopefully we get Ty Thompson back so we can put him up there on the line. He was one of our steady linemen last year. So once we get him back, I feel pretty comfortable being able to move the ball with those guys up front.
All right, well, the Pirates open the season Friday at Harlan, then next Friday they're at Nicholas County, then September 2nd, the home opener against Adair County. So thanks, Coach. Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Did not get a chance to talk to Madison Central coach Mike Holcomb this week. He was back in Breathitt County this weekend. Of course, what's happened there with the flooding and everything. So we will catch up with him at some point this week, and we will have some stuff out on social media about the Indians. So Central fans, don't get mad at me. We will definitely get you covered, and we will have a bunch of stuff up later this week on our social media sites. So just bear with us. So, Randy, you ready to go out and hit the golf course?
I'm ready.
Well, let's go check on the Indians. Let's go check on the Indians out at Gibson Bay. Of course, we'll be back next Sunday with a brand new show. Don't have an in-studio guest this week. Most weeks we do that, but this week we don't. We're just going to go to them, so that's just fine with us too. But appreciate you watching, and as always, Twitter is the best place to be to catch up with all the stuff going on with Madison County sports, Richmond R Sports, and then on Facebook, of course, at Register Sports and RichmondRegister.com. Let's go out to Gibson Bay, Randy.
All right. Sports night tomorrow night.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the official launch. Yeah, we did some Madison County sports nights last week to kind of get our dip our toes in the water a little bit. But it officially launches Monday night. Officially. We've kind of been doing it. So, but check it out every night on Facebook. We'll try to send out we'll try to schedule it out some nights so it'll come up and people will know when it is. But it will be at random times because it's going to be basically when I get back to the office. We gather up the information and we'll pass it along to you, and so we'll get it to you as fast as we can. But we're going to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to, we may even open up the phone lines and have people call in, and who knows? I mean, we just make it like a late night talk show. So, well, let's go out to Gibson Bay and check on the Indians.
The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by Metronet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms.
Hi, we're back here at Gibson Bay Golf Course for the Madison Central Invitational, and this young man, Clay Pendergrass, is the individual champion, 5 under 67. And you got off to a good start, huh? Birdied the first 2 holes. You were at 5 under on the front.
5 under through 8, bogeyed 9, and then I really got kind of cold on the back. I mean, I only hit 3 greens on the back, but luckily I was chipping well and saved all my pars, and then birdied 18. So
yeah. Speaking
felt
of
good though.
Yeah, speaking of 18, you had a 1-shot lead. You janked your tee shot way off to the right. We couldn't even see you over there.
I'm pretty sure it was about 75 yards right. I shouldn't be talking bad about myself on camera, but I mean that thing was over there.
But you stuck it within about 5 feet of the cup there, and then tapped in for a birdie to wrap up the win.
Yeah, I mean it felt good, and I couldn't see the pin or the green. I picked out like a tree that was way over there, and it was 93 yards, and I hit it, and I was like, that is 93 yards, and it landed 3 feet short and ended up like a foot. So yeah, just tapped in birdie.
Did Coach Congleton say something to you before that? Did you kind of go over there at all? Or?
Actually, I didn't talk to him my last like 6 holes, but if he had something to say, I figured it would be like make birdie. So
it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So, your second individual championship of the year. You won the first one up at Picadome, right?
I think that's 4.
4? Is it 4 now?
I think it's Picadome, Old Bridge, Kearney, and here.
Okay.
So yeah, 4.
Yeah. And with you and Warren playing in these really big junior events, you're kind of in and out with the team,
right?
Which is a good thing. I mean, it's bad for Kyle and the coaching
right.
staff because they don't have you, but obviously you're playing at a high level against national competition. But going back and forth between the youth, the kind of the regional, national events,
right.
and going back to high school events, what's that kind of like?
It's different. I mean, definitely going out and playing for yourself is way different than coming back and playing for a team. It's a completely different mindset, and luckily, coach is nice enough to us and lets us go out and better ourselves with those high level tournaments, because some coaches don't. They need you for the team, but luckily, coach has been good enough to us and let us just pursue anything that we can. And but it definitely is different, and it feels good to have everybody back for sure.
Yeah. It makes for a crazy schedule too, because you're up in Illinois for the U.S. Junior PGA for 4 days,
right?
And then you run back that last Saturday,
to
get down to Old Bridge to play with your team in Danville.
So actually, I played Campbellsville on Saturday, 2 practice rounds up in Chicago. Made both cuts, so played 4 days up there, and then played Old Bridge. I think I was like 8 or 9 days in a row. I mean, I laid in bed for like 8 hours that next Sunday. So, but yeah, it was crazy. And Warren will tell you the same thing. I mean, I think together we had golfed like 2 weeks in a row. I mean, it was crazy, but it does feel good to be back and getting kind of settled into the high school scene. So
yeah, of course, now that school's back in session, we won't have any more.
Right.
Basically, just be playing on Saturdays from here on out until regions and semi-state and state.
Yeah, that feels good, because we'll get into our practice schedule, which will be, we have Thursday, Sunday off, practice every day other than that, and then play on Saturday, which I like being in a routine. So I mean, that feels good for me. But yeah, looking forward to those Saturday tournaments for sure.
Yeah, and you guys have played in all these events with the St. X's and the Trinities and everybody, and obviously you guys have won a bunch of these tournaments. So where do you think you guys stack up at this point?
I mean, I know what we're capable of, and I really don't think we've pieced together a score that we know we can yet. And we've, like you said, we haven't had everybody. I think we've had everybody like for 3 tournaments maybe. Mm-hmm. But we know what we're capable of, and we're still getting there. Team's young, and I think once we piece it together, it's gonna be scary. So
yeah, that's remarkable. I mean,
yeah,
5 of the top 7 from last year are not back, but
right.
Of course, you did add Mason. Obviously, he wasn't eligible last year after transferring, but the depth of this program is just amazing.
Right. Yeah, it actually does kind of amaze me too to think back and look at it like we lost 5 of our top 7, and we're still looking to win a state title. So I'm blessed, really.
Yeah. Of course, you know what Warren can do, and Mason had a year off, but he played at a very high level when he was at Model, and so we all knew what he could do too.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody kind of knows that
well, inside of the program, we know that we're not living up to what we know we can do, and I think, like I said, once we finally get going and kind of figure it out, that it's gonna be scary. So
yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about playing up there in the Junior PGA up in was it Cog Hill up in Illinois?
Yeah, Cog Hill, and it was just outside of Chicago. That was fun. It was long. Like I said, 2 practice rounds, 4 competitive rounds. I was beat, but I mean it felt good to make both cuts and be top 30, tied 21st, I think, and then. But it was a fun week. Everybody, all the good players in the country were up there, and just to have a good showing, it felt pretty good. And then come back and get an individual win at Old Bridge felt pretty good too. So yeah, it was fun though. Yeah. I think Kyle was missing me though.
That's true. Now, did Kyle birdie or caddy for you on the second day of the Kentucky Open?
No, I didn't have a caddy in the Kentucky Open.
Or he didn't carry.
He caddied for Warren the second day at the Kentucky Junior Am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you think he played better the first day without him though.
I don't know that the coach has walked 18 holes for 6 years. But
I think those golf carts make you soft. No.
Yeah.
No.
He had his big old fancy one driving around here today.
Yeah, where do we get one of those? We're gonna get Jason to hook us up with one of those.
Right.
Well, man, it's been a great season so far, and congratulations. I know school starts back, so going to be more of a back to normal stuff. I mean, you're a senior. What are you taking this year?
I'm gonna get my schedule changed. Yeah, like I signed up for as little as I could. I mean, I'm in psychology, sociology, lunch, and then you got to take a math and English, and then I leave for co-op. So, I mean, I'm there half the day. But I'm gonna try to do as little work as I can, and just scoot by with A's. So
yeah. Now we see you doing a lot of this. Are you officially
I'm not
committed to Louisville?
I'm not. I'm verbally committed,
okay.
But I'm not leaving. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll sign in whenever it is, November. So yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like bad around here though, man. Wearing that Louisville red. People don't like that around here.
I think they'll be all right. Maybe I can warm them up.
Warm them up. You can convert some people.
Yeah.
And make them into Louisville fans.
Yeah.
All right. It was a lot of fun today, man. Appreciate you taking some time and talking to us. And
thank you, guys.
We're going to talk to you again, I'm sure, when we get to semi-state and state.
Yeah, we got a lot coming up.
We'll have you on again.
Yeah. Well, thank you, guys. Thanks for having us. Thanks for being out here.
It's a lot of fun, man. You guys make this a lot of fun. The girls' team, too. I mean,
they're dominating.
This ain't work, man. This is fun. Come out here and watch you guys play.
Yeah.
So thanks.
But anyways,
congratulations again, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right. See you next week.
The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by Metronet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Thanks for watching the Richmond Register Sports Show. For more information about all things sports in Madison County, log on to richmondregister.com or on Twitter. And like us, Register Sports on Facebook. Get the Richmond Register directly to your mailbox or get the app online and visit richmondregister.com.